we will discuss about salts. How do we get salts? We get salts from acid and base. Whenever acid is mixed with base or base mixed with acid, we get salt plus water. Name of that reaction is neutralization. So here some salts I have given. First one is potassium sulfate, K2SO4, sodium sulfate, Na2SO4, calcium sulfate, CaSO4, magnesium sulfate, MgSO4, copper sulfate, CuSO4. In all these cases, anion is same, that is sulfate, and cation is different. And now we discuss the salt with cations same. Sodium chloride, NaCl, sodium nitrate, NaNO3, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. And here you can see some salts, some are colorless and some are colorful, and here this salt is colorless and other salts, colored. And the first one is cobalt nitrate, second is calcium nitrate, third one is nickel sulfate, fourth one is manganese sulfate, fifth one is copper sulfate, the last one is chromium potassium sulfate. It is a double salt. So some salts, some are colored and some are colorless. And these salts have wide applications. For example, ammonium chloride, it is used in torch batteries. Ammonium nitrate, it is used in fertilizers. Calcium chloride, it is used as a drying agent. Iron sulfate in iron tablets. Magnesium sulfate, it is used in medicine. Potassium nitrate, it is used in gunpowder. Silver bromide, it is used in photography. Sodium chloride, it is used for making NaOH. Sodium stearate, it is used in making soap. And salts having the same positive or negative radicals are said to belong to a particular family. For example, sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, sodium carbonate. These are all belonging to the family of sodium salts. Similarly, NaCl, KCl, BaCl2, these are all belonging to the chloride salt. And salts are strong acid and a strong base are neutral with the pH value of 7. Already we discussed what is pH scale. If the pH is 7, it is neutral, 0 to 7 it is acidic, and 7 to 14 it is base. On the other hand, the salts of strong acid and weak base are acidic with a pH value less than 7. If you take strong acid, then more H plus ion, then pH will be less than 7. It is highly acidic. And those of a strong base and weak acid, they are basic in nature with a pH value more than 7. If you take strong base and weak acid, if you mix, you get a salt, but that salt will be having the pH more than 7. That means the salt will be basic. And now we discuss some salts and their preparation. Number 1 is sodium chloride. The salt formed by the combination of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide solution is called sodium chloride. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid and sodium hydroxide is a strong base. You get salt NaCl. And this is a salt that what we use in our daily life, in our food. It is a neutral salt. And seawater contains many salts dissolved in it. Sodium chloride is separated from these salts, and deposits of sodium salt are also found in several parts of the world, and these large crystals are often brown due to the impurities, and that salt we call it as rock salt. In some houses they use rock salt, and some impurities will be there, some other metals, cations and anions also will be there. And beds of rock salt were formed when seas of bygone ages dried up. After a long period, it dries up and gives the rock salt. Rock salt is mined like coal. Now the common salt thus obtained is an important raw material for various materials of daily use. From common salt, that is NaCl, we get many compounds like sodium hydroxide, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder and many more. Let us see how one substance is used for making all these different substances. First one is sodium hydroxide. The formula is NaOH. How will you get this sodium hydroxide? When electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of NaCl, that is a brine solution, It decomposes and gives sodium hydroxide. So NaCl dissolves in water and electricity is passed. You get three products, not only NaOH, even you get chlorine, you get hydrogen, and chlorine will be collected at anode and hydrogen gas will be collected at cathode. And the name of the process is chlor-alkali process. Chlorine and alkali, chlor-alkali process. Very, very important board question. And so here chlorine is also obtained and alkali, that is sodium hydroxide, is also obtained. So balance equation 2 NaCl plus 2 water gives 2 NaOH plus Cl2 plus H2. Chlorine gas is given off at anode and hydrogen gas is given out at cathode. You know very well, the positive terminal is called anode and negative terminal is called cathode. So when you pass current, you get three products, NaOH, chlorine and hydrogen gas. And sodium hydroxide is formed near the cathode. And three products produced in this process are very useful. First one is hydrogen gas, where they are used. It is collected at a cathode, I told already. So whenever you take NaCl and water, you pass current, you get three products. Number one, hydrogen gas. It is used as a fuel. It is used for the preparation of margarine and ammonia. Ammonia preparation, this hydrogen is used, and that ammonia is used for making fertilizers. And then next is chlorine. Chlorine, where it is used, water treatment. It is it is a disinfectant actually. It kills the microorganism. And in swimming pools it is used, and it is used for making polyvinyl chloride polymer and disinfectant, I told. And it is used for the preparation of CFC. CFC means chlorofluorocarbon. It is used in refrigerator and it is a coolant, and it is used for making pesticides. Same manner NaOH. It is used for degreasing the metal. Metal, any grease is there that you can remove using NaOH. It is used for the preparation of soaps and detergents and for paper making and even artificial fibers making it is used. And this H2 and Cl2 combines and forming hydrochloric acid. And where hydrochloric acid is used, it is used for cleaning steel, ammonium chloride preparation, medicines and cosmetics preparation. And chlorine and NaOH, they are used for making bleaching agents. Where it is used as a household bleachers and bleaching fabrics. In textile industry, it is used as a bleaching agent. I hope you understood three products you are getting. When NaCl with water is electrolyzed, electrolysis. By passing current, you get three products. Chlorine is collected at anode and hydrogen is collected at cathode. The process is called chlor-alkali process. Bleaching powder. You have already come to know that chlorine is produced during the electrolysis of aqueous solution of NaCl, and aqueous solution of NaCl is called brine solution, and this chlorine gas is used for the manufacture of bleaching powder. What we use in our house, bleaching powder, it is actually a disinfectant. What is a disinfectant? It kills the microorganism. So bleaching powder is produced by the action of chlorine on dry slaked lime. What is slaked lime? You know very well. CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide, and bleaching powder is represented as CaOCl2. And though the actual composition is quite complex, actually CaOC, it is a combination of CaCl2 and CaOCl twice and calcium hydroxide, but here the general formula in your level it is given as CaOCl2. So CaOH twice, when you pass chlorine gas, you get bleaching powder plus water. So bleaching powder is obtained from chlorine gas. Next, bleaching powder, where it is used. It is used for bleaching cotton, linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper industry, and for bleaching washed cloths in laundry. And bleaching powder is a good oxidizing agent in many chemical industries. You know what is oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent means it gets reduced. Oxidant, other name is oxidant. And it is used for disinfecting drinking water to make it free from germs. So these are all the applications of bleaching powder. How it is prepared you should know, then where it is used. Some uses given. The next compound is baking soda. The baking soda, you know very well, it has wide applications. We use in our daily life. It is used for making cakes and crispy items, bhaji, bonda, etc. And the soda commonly used in the kitchen for making a tasty, crispy pakoras is baking soda. Sometimes it is added for faster cooking. And the chemical name of the compound is sodium bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. It is produced using sodium chloride as one of the raw materials. And what are the methods? NaCl, water plus carbon dioxide plus ammonia heating, you get ammonium chloride plus sodium bicarbonate. And it is a mild non-corrosive base. It is a base actually. And when it is heated, you get sodium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide. So how is baking soda prepared? NaCl, water, carbon dioxide, ammonia, you get ammonium chloride and sodium bicarbonate. And this sodium bicarbonate, whenever it is heated, you get sodium carbonate plus water plus which gas is liberated? Carbon dioxide. How will you test carbon dioxide gas? You have to pass through lime water. It turns milky. Now where this sodium bicarbonate is used? It is used for making baking powder. Baking soda is different from baking powder. And baking powder is a mixture of baking soda and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid. Where tartaric acid is present? Tamarind. And when baking powder is heated or mixed in water, what will happen? Baking, this is a baking powder. What is baking powder? It is a combination of baking soda and edible acid, tartaric acid. Acid gives, already we discussed, acid gives H plus ions. So that's why short form tartaric acid, it is given as H plus. And when it is added to your cake flour, and then after that we are heating it, what will happen? Carbon dioxide will be liberated during the process plus water plus sodium salt of tartaric acid we get. And carbon dioxide produced during this reaction causes the bread or cake to rise maximum, fluffy and soft and spongy. It rises, the cake flour rises up and it becomes soft and spongy. Next application is sodium hydrogen carbonate is also an ingredient in antacid. Antacid means it is used for reducing the acidity problem. Antacid is a base. And one of the antacid is, many antacids we use in our daily life, gelusil, ENO, etc. And even sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda, is also used. Being alkaline, it neutralizes the excess acid secreted in the stomach and provides the relief from acidity. And it is also used in soda acid fire extinguishers. Why? Because carbon dioxide will be liberated during the process. And carbon dioxide will put off the fire. That's why it is used in fire extinguishers. Next is washing soda. Washing soda, actually the spelling is wrong here, H should come. Another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride is washing soda. Compound formula is Na2CO3 dot 10 water. You have seen above that sodium carbonate can be obtained by heating baking soda. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives the washing soda. Sodium carbonate, this is your baking soda, and whenever it is heated, it combines with 10 molecules of water and gives the washing soda. Washing soda is Na2CO3 dot 10 water. Uses of washing soda. Sodium carbonate is used in glass industry, soap industry and paper industry. It is also used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Borax formula Na2B4O7. Sodium carbonate can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes. And it is used for removing permanent hardness of water. If your water is hard and this washing soda you can add and boil, hardness can be removed. Next is copper sulfate crystals. The color I have shown already, it is blue in color. Actually the formula is copper sulfate dot 5 water. Copper sulfate crystals, when you heat it, what will happen? It loses the water molecules and finally it becomes anhydrous. That means all water from copper sulfate crystals are removed and it becomes colorless. So the final formula for copper sulfate is CuSO4 dot 5 water whenever you do the crystallization process. If you moisten the crystal again, anhydrous form, I told already it is colorless. Again you get back your crystal blue color. So what is water of crystallization? It is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. 5 water molecules are present in one formula unit of copper sulfate. So whenever we write the copper sulfate, the compound's formula, we have to write actually CuSO4 dot 5 water. This denotes the water of crystallization. For a 1 unit formula of copper sulfate, 5 water molecules will be there with that. Now, as another example is Na2CO3 dot 10 water. But the molecule is wet. No, the molecule will not be wet. During the crystallization itself, the water will enter in their lattice. And one other salt which possesses water of crystallization is gypsum. Another example, gypsum. CaSO4 dot 2 water. So 3 examples are given here. Hydrated salts, copper sulfate, pentahydrate, and sodium carbonate, decahydrate, calcium sulfate, dihydrate. These are all hydrated salts. They are not wet. The last compound is plaster of Paris. We use plaster of Paris for making toys and other things. Even bone fracture, doctors, they use plaster of Paris for joining the bones. What is actually plaster of Paris? From where we get that plaster of Paris? On heating gypsum. Gypsum means CaSO4 dot 2 water. So when gypsum is taken and heated to 373 Kelvin, it loses water molecules and becomes calcium sulfate hemihydrate. What is the formula for hemihydrate? CaSO4 dot half water. This only called plaster of Paris. And the substance which doctors use as plaster for supporting the fractured bones in the right position. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water, it changes to gypsum, once again giving a hard solid mass. Suppose you take plaster of Paris and immediately you add water, what you get will be gypsum. Gypsum again heated to 373 Kelvin, you get plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris again add water, you get gypsum. It is a hydrated salt. It is written in this form because 2 formula units of calcium sulfate share 1 molecule of water. Plaster of Paris, where it is used, I told already, it is used for making toys and decorative materials, and also used for making the surface smooth. Now coming to the question session, what is the common name of the compound CaO? Not a capital A, small a only. By mistake it is typed here. CaOCl2. It is nothing but bleaching powder. And name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yields bleaching powder. CaOH twice. Name the sodium compound which is used for softening of hard water. It is nothing but washing soda. Na2CO3 dot 10 water. And what will happen if a solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated? Give the equation. Sodium bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate heated, you get Na2CO3 water plus carbon dioxide. Always you should write the balance equation. And write an equation between plaster of Paris and water. Plaster of Paris plus water. Half water is nothing but hemihydrate. 1.5 water, you get 2 water, that is gypsum. So whatever we learned here, gist is given, you can go through this.